All right, let's talk about the bandsaw. We have two bandsaws. We have a big bandsaw and a little bandsaw. For this video, I'm going to show you everything on the big bandsaw. Everything applies for the little bandsaw. Some of the hardware is going to look a little different, so if you have any questions, ask them before you start to use anything, so make sure that you feel safe. Bandsaw is called a bandsaw because the saw blade is one giant band that goes through the machine and cuts your material. Bandsaw is kind of like a jigsaw, except instead of moving the jigsaw through your material, you're going to move your material through the bandsaw. Let's talk about some of the parts. We have a fence and a table. We also have a blade guide that is going to set up where the blade is going and traveling through here. On the inside, there's the wheels that spin the blade, but you're only going to need to concern yourself about the outside. Getting ready to set up to use it, you want to make sure that your blade guard is down as close to your material as possible, and then you can lock that in place so it is nice and secure and won't go anywhere. As you go through, you never want to pull material back as you're using the bandsaw, so if you ever get stuck, you're not sure what's going on, turn the machine off, let the blade come to a stop, and we can get things sorted out from there. But you never want to move your material backwards as the saw blade is running. Might damage the saw blade, might damage the material, might damage you. So try to be mindful of that. And again, if you ever get stuck, just turn the machine off, work it free, and you can start your cut again. All right. Alright, bandsaw is great for curved cuts. Again, like a jigsaw, the saw blade is going to be able to let you go through these curved cuts. You can also do straight cuts if you want to just saw a straight thing through. If you want to make a piece of material smaller, you can set up the fence close to where you're going to cut, and that'll help give you a nice straight guide. There is a possibility that the saw blade will want to wander. We do our best to keep our bandsaws set up so that it won't happen, but if you do need a perfectly straight cut, the table saw or the chop saw might be a better fit for the material that you're trying to cut through. So just ask, we will get you set up. All right, to do a cut on the bandsaw, you have your blade guard lowered as low as possible with your material still being able to go through. You're gonna press the on button to start. You're gonna work your cut. You're gonna press the off button to stop. There is dust collection for the bandsaw. Sometimes it's connected to the drum sander. So if you need to, move the dust collection over to the bandsaw or ask a teacher for help for how to do that before you get going, and that'll just keep the dust and the mess down. So there's a cleanup for you to do later. Let's see what this looks like. All right, so as you can see, bandsaw is pretty good for doing curved cuts, much like a jigsaw. It's just, like I said, instead of pushing the saw through your material, you're pushing material through the saw. That is the jigsaw. Be mindful of your hands as always. Remember to breathe, and happy cutting.